Hello to everyone from sunny and beautiful Spain. I'm in Marbella right now. And how many people we have on the call? Yes, some more people are jumping. Yes, I'm going to be hosting this call. So quickly, if you don't know who I am, okay, thank you. If you don't know me, so my name is Ruth Alexandra. I've been in this amazing business with this amazing company called Mastery Academy for 3 years. And it changed my life. Hi, Sibyl. We have amazing leader, Sibyl. So nice to see you. Hello, everyone.
Hello,
And
everyone. Hi, Krista.
Hi, how are you? And
Amazing, fantastic.
Good. Can't wait to see you. Can't wait to see you. Come back to Spain. So basically,
Very
yeah,
soon.
good. I cannot wait to see you, my darling. So yes, this business was life-changing for me. Quick introduction for some of you. If you still don't know me, I'm not sure if we have any guests on the call, but probably people will be watching this video on YouTube. So I am in this trading business for the last 3 years, and it changed my life. I used to work as a lawyer, and I was sick and tired of my job. And I thought I need to make a difference. I need to make a change in my life. And I was introduced to this amazing company called Mastery Academy, which is just an educational platform. We teach people how to do trading. You can trade options, you can trade forex currencies, you can trade cryptocurrencies, which is the future of the world. And also you can learn how to open an online shop, sell things online, which is absolutely booming business these days. Also, we provide the education in terms of mindset, personal development. We have this guy called Bob Proctor on board with us. He partnered officially with us. And probably most of you know that Bob Proctor is a top coach, top mentor, 60 years plus experience. He's coaching most of our mentors, most of our leaders who are also mentors, and the most successful people, as I said, the top earners in the world in this industry. And yes, I knew nothing about personal development because I was brought up, in a different, slightly old-fashioned way. Nobody was talking about thinking, about mindset, about positivity, about getting better version of yourself, how you can control, that controlling your mind, controlling your thoughts, you can control your life, you can change everything, you can attract things you want in your life. So I never knew these things. This was completely new to me. And when I joined this company, I couldn't understand really, because as I said, it was absolutely new. This information was new to me, but then slowly I kind of started listening to personal development, the audio books and stuff on YouTube. I started attending seminars, webinars, and I kind of understood how powerful it is. And I kind of got addicted, so I listen now every single day for hours and hours, personal development. And law of attraction works because I remember I started writing things, as we teach everyone, start writing things, what you think about, what you want. People think what they don't want, so you need to think what you want. Start writing what kind of people you want to attract into your business, what kind of lifestyle you would like to have, where would you like to live, and when you write things down, you start attracting. When you think about, our mind is like magnet, you attract things you want. And I started writing, what kind of people I would like to attract into my business. And guess what? I connected to this amazing person. His name is Ross Garcia, who is in fact Bob Proctor consultant. He studied for years and years in Napoleon Hill, Bob Proctor for 10 years, probably plus. Huge experience. He's like walking encyclopedia. And this person joined our team, joined my business, our business, and we are successfully working. He is doing these training sessions every day. His goal is just to impact as many lives as possible, help also other people to understand how powerful is your mind, and how you can create the lifestyle you really want. So Ross is doing these mindset calls every single day. And please just make sure you have the 11:30 this date, this time in your diaries, and you don't miss this call, because this is the most important thing. 95% of your success is your thinking, your mindset, personal development. So start 10, 15, half an hour, start from these calls. You don't have to pay anything, but make some notes. It's priceless information. As I said, 95, some people say 99% of your success is your mindset. So if you can change the way you think, you can change everything in your life. So I want to bring this amazing person. He's originally from USA, moved to UK, and ended up in Spain as well. And make sure you have pen and paper. As I said, note takers are money makers. So get used to writing things down. Have your notebook. I always have, my notebooks, my diaries, always, always, always. And let me bring this person, Ros Garcia, who is my friend and business partner. He's absolutely amazing. He has so much knowledge. And yes, he will drop some golden nuggets. Ross, can you hear me?
Uta, just a second. Some people cannot log into the call. Can you check what's going on?
I don't see anyone. I don't see anyone in the queue waiting to be admitted. I don't know why. Maybe they need to click on the link that was sent in the group.
Yeah.
Over to you, Ross. Thank you for being on this call. Thank you so much. Over to you.
All right. We're actually coming live. And I would just ask if you guys have any questions, please put it in the chat. We're live on Facebook as well. The call's being recorded, so everything's going to be on here. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know if you guys can hear me good. We have a microphone on.
Perfect.
And like I said, okay, great. Just making sure, got everything set up here. So, what are we going to talk about today? About contrast magnetization. This is a chapter that I talked about in my book, okay? Controlling the polarities. The thought came to me when I was in Venice Beach, California, about writing about a book that talks about polarities. Now, when Napoleon Hill was writing his book of Think and Grow Rich, people don't know this, but he was told the myth. He was told that he couldn't talk about the laws in the book. Okay, now we don't know if that's true or not, but that's what supposedly what Andrew Carnegie, not Andrew Carnegie, Henry Ford had told him. He's like, don't talk about these laws in the book. So I'm not sure if it's true or not, right? But I really was like, well, why would Henry Ford, one of the richest persons in that time, tell Napoleon Hill not to talk about these laws of attraction? And Wallace Wattles in this book right here, it's called The Science of Getting Rich. I love this book. If you're trying to understand how the law of attraction works, if you're trying to understand why your thoughts are all over the place, you need to read this book, okay? Wallace Wattles, The Science of Getting Rich. For everyone on Facebook, there you go. The Science of Getting Rich. Basically, the main enchilada, the main, as my friend Vincent says, the main source of how this stuff works. Because William James, a professor from Harvard, he says that you have about 60,000 thoughts, okay, per day. And out of those 60,000 thoughts, we don't know what we think, okay? And we have all these crazy thoughts that have nothing to do with your major definite purpose. Can we agree on that? Okay. So your major definite purpose has to be written out, as Napoleon Hill would say. It has to be written out with a pen. I always carry a pen on me. I actually have it here because I want to talk about what the meaning is of contrast magnetization. Okay. Now, I have my pen and I have my notebook here. Now, there's 12 chapters in my book, Controlling the Polarities. And like I said, the reason that I wanted to talk about the polarities is because that's actually a law. Okay. We have the transmutation of energy. Energy just is. Now, science and theology, they disagree on a lot of things, but they come to an unanimous decision on one thing, that nothing's created, nothing's destroyed. So that means everything you want is already here. Everything that you can imagine in your mind is already here, but we just can't see it. Now, when Bob Proctor told me that, I was like, anything? And he said, anything. So most of the times we're thinking about what we don't want. Can we agree? We're thinking about the things that don't make us feel good. Can we agree? And we have to control that. And that's why I wrote about the laws. I wrote about controlling the polarities, because humanity is waking up to understanding this material and understanding how it works. They're starting to understand that thoughts become things, that your thinking produces the results in your life. Too many people are looking at their current results, letting it dictate the way they think, and they're getting more of the same. So we need to cut that out. And one of the ways was through my book. What I talked about was controlling the polarities. So we still have people joining the call. We got 27 people on Zoom. And like I said, for all the people on Facebook, the calls are recorded and they're posted in our Wealth Mindset Group YouTube channel. So join us at Wealth Mindset Group on YouTube. All the videos are there. And like I said, look, my mentor, Bob Proctor, he told me the most important thing is having multiple sources of income. You started this business, the Loan Modification Clinic, but guess what? You want to create multiple sources of income. So what I did was, the first thing that I did was I teamed up with Peggy McCall. She's a New York Times bestseller. And I started writing my first book, which I actually got the idea when I was in training for Proctor Gallagher Institute, because I'm a consultant. I was in training in Toronto, driving on the expressway, and I thought about an idea of the Profit Express. And I remember looking at a train going over a mountain. So the Profit Express book is it's basically complete. We're looking to publish that now. And now I'm talking about our second book, Controlling the Polarities. Now, the law of polarity is basically saying that everything has opposites, and so do your thoughts. So the first chapter in this book is called Contrast Magnetization. Now, what is contrast? Is the state of being different from, okay? So from something else, okay? And magnetization is basically a vector field that expresses the density. Now, your mind is a magnet. You're basically attracting what you are, who you are. And when people say, well, I just want to do this, I just want to do that, it's a reflection of your self-image. Now, you are relating a situation to how you feel. But when you think of the thing that you want, you feel good, but then it goes away because you think of how you're going to receive this thing. You don't have to worry about how. That's the beautiful part about what we teach. The how will present itself to you. So as a magnet, you are attracting how you feel and who you are. So, you have to write this down. And like I always say, if you don't feel good, then go buy yourself a cat or a dog. Okay. If you're not hugging someone, you could hug your cat or your dog, right? And people think, okay, well, for me, it's really like easy to explain this stuff, But to somebody that doesn't understand what we're talking about, it's like way over the top. It's like there's no way, because you're used to using the logical side of your brain. Now, your brain is something physical. Your mind is something non-physical. It's something that you cannot touch, okay? The mind is not the brain. Now, the mind is like an activity, and it's moving at a high speed of vibration, and it's moving on a certain frequency. Now, the whole key is how you feel and the connection from the frequency to how you feel. Now, that connection is made through your belief system. William James, the professor from Harvard in the 1900s, basically the father of psychology, he says that your belief system is based upon your evaluation of something. And frequently, if you reevaluate a situation, your belief about that situation will change. So you have to reevaluate that situation and change your belief system, and everything else will change. That's done through your perception. Okay, that's a higher faculty. So we have the higher faculties: imagination, the will, reasoning, intuition, memory, and perception. When you change your perception of the outcome, everything else will change. When I figured that out, I was sitting in Canada, right? And I'm sitting there and I'm like, is it that easy? So you're telling me that all I have to do is put myself in someone else's shoes. How would Bob Proctor look at this situation? How would Bob Proctor feel? Well, Bob Proctor probably has made a couple million, right? So he's not going to feel enthusiastic or excited about being a multimillionaire because he already is one. So when you understand that, you can start to change the way you think. And by changing the way you think and how you feel, everything else will change. That's why I always write a big number and make it look small. You grab a big number, you make it look small. So as a magnet, you're attracting the things that you believe. If you believe that you can have it, you're attracting that to you. But you're also attracting who you are. That's why they say act as if. And I remember having a conversation with my sister. She's like, so you have to fake it till you make it. The funny part about it is there is nothing fake about it. This is the real deal. Now, you were taught in school to put the crayons away. You know, once you got to a certain level in your education system, they told you, put the crayons away. They're not serving you. This is not going to work. Get out of your fantasy. Stop daydreaming. I remember being in school, single file line with all the other kids, the boys on one side, the girls on the other. And I'm sitting there daydreaming. And I'm sitting there daydreaming. And you don't pay attention to it, but it's habitual. You have what's called a program in your subconscious mind. You're programmed to do certain things in a certain way. You're programmed to wake up at a certain time. You're programmed either for success or for failure. That's why I say controlling the polarities is everything, because polarity is a law. Night and day. You don't get 2 days in the same 24 hours, okay? You get nighttime and day. You don't get 2 seasons in the same year. Winter doesn't follow winter. There's 4 seasons. And I like what John Canary, one of Bob Proctor's business partners, he says, there's a season to sow, there's a season to reap, but we don't do both in the same season. Why? Because you have to reap. That reward, that manifestation, that reaping, that harvest, it's going to come, but you have to sow. You have to be willing to go the extra mile. People want everything in their hand. Why? Because we see it on the internet. And it's just like your faith. You see it in your mind. That mind has a frequency, the same frequency that's letting you see me. And we communicate on frequencies. It's called a hunch when you get things from the space between me and you. Now, Wallace Wattles in this book, The Science of Getting Rich, he says, there's a thinking stuff from which all things are made. And a thought impressed upon this stuff produces the thing that is imagined by the thought. Your thought cannot be touched. Your thought is not physical. Your thought is like the air. You can't feel it. You can feel it, but you can't see it. And the only way you can feel it is through your lower faculties, because we can see, smell, taste, hear, and touch. Now, I have a dog that can see, smell, taste, hear, and touch. My dog's name is Princess. I do have a dog, a Pomeranian, just like Napoleon Hill. Napoleon Hill had 2 Pomeranians, and he says they're so intelligent. They know, they could tune into it. They know when you're happy. They know when you're in a bad mood. They know when someone's coming to knock on your door. It's called the hunch. And I know that there's greatness in every single one of you guys. We have, let's see here, 29 people on the call, banging out these calls, guys, banging them out. You know why? Because thoughts are things. And it's literally going to the gym right now, but you're going to the gym on your mind. You're not going to the gym to the physical realm, which we all live in as a human being on this planet. We're going to the gym in your mind, and we're literally training your mind to all that nonsense you've been hearing about the coronavirus, about jobs being lost, about a bad economy. When you're on this side, the fantasy, you create a theory and you create the facts. You don't work with facts because facts are not serving you. Facts is not what you want. So change what you want. Change it in your mind. If you can have it in your mind, you can have it in your hand, in physical. Control the thought, control the polarity, control the polarity, controlling the polarities. That's what it's about. Contrast, black and white. Magnetization, what are you attracting? You're a magnet. You're also a receiving station, and you're a broadcasting station. You receive and you send out the signal. The signal you're sending out is like a boomerang. You throw it out, and sure enough, it comes right back. Through auto-suggestion, I'm so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. I'm writing a book. I'm working in IM Academy. I'm building my online business. We're learning how to trade Forex. We're doing cryptocurrencies. I'm so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. Now, if you don't know that auto-suggestion, I would write it down. I am so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. And if you don't believe that money is going to come to you through multiple sources, go in front of a mirror like Napoleon Hill would do when he wrote the Think and Grow Rich book. Go in front of a mirror and tell yourself these things. Napoleon Hill would tell himself, not only will you surpass Andrew Carnegie in life, but you're going to meet him at the post and beat him at the Grand Slam. Why would he say that? Because Andrew Carnegie told him, Napoleon, you're a broke newspaper reporter. You've never been wealthy. You wouldn't know how it feels. He's sitting there with Andrew Carnegie in a mansion with the richest person, the equivalent to Jeff Bezos in the early 1900s. And this guy's literally telling a broke newspaper reporter that he's going to be bigger than him, than Andrew Carnegie. The man, the myth, the legend. You, Napoleon Hill, you're going to surpass me in life. Why did he surpass Andrew Carnegie? I'll tell you how. He wrote the books. He did the time. He did the sowing. He was out there sowing. He didn't say, oh, give me it. I want your money, Andrew Carnegie. No, Andrew Carnegie put him up to a challenge. He says, Napoleon Hill, would you be interested in writing about the laws of success for 20 years without pay? Yes or no? They say it took him about 28 seconds. He says, yes, Mr. Carnegie, sir, you could depend on me that I will achieve it. Could I depend on you that you will achieve it? All these people that are on the call, will you achieve it? Or you're just going to quit? And guess what? Not only did he surpass Andrew Carnegie in life, but Napoleon Hill has made more millionaires through his books than Andrew Carnegie did. Andrew Carnegie made about 10 millionaires. Charles Schwab, Schwab Investments, was one of his mentees. He used to work for Andrew Carnegie. He became a millionaire because of Andrew Carnegie, because he used to pay him really, really good. But Napoleon Hill has influenced all of us through his books, Think and Grow Rich, the law, the the laws of success, outwitting the devil, how to raise your own salary. In that book, How to Raise Your Own Salary, if you ever read that book, Andrew Carnegie's having a conversation with Napoleon Hill. All the conversations that Napoleon Hill had with Andrew Carnegie are in that book, How to Raise Your Own Salary. And he tells Napoleon Hill, he says, there's a secret hidden law of nature that not even the wisest of men can understand. What is that secret hidden law of nature? I could say that Isaac Newton was pretty much a very smart person back in the 1700s. Maybe up there with Leonardo da Vinci, right? Maybe even smarter. He's pretty much known as the father of calculus. Now, the laws are precise. You're asking a mathematician, are the laws precise? Yes, they are. That's why he figured out what gravity was. He was sitting on a tree and the apple fell, and he's like, what? Wait, let me test this. Let me drop an apple and a bowling ball and see which one hits the ground faster. And it turns out that anything you drop is the same, it falls at the same rate. That's how he figured out what gravity was. But we're too busy looking at the outside world, and we're getting more of the same. We don't understand these laws. It's God's modus operandi. Bob Proctor says it better than me. Modus operandi. It's the way God works. Universal principles. The perpetual transmutation of energy. Energy just is. It's neither created nor destroyed. It's the cause and effect of itself. It's 100% evenly present in all places at all times. And you're going to tell me you're broke? The more you get this, the more you're going to understand your power, your hidden power. Like Thomas Troward wrote the book, Your Hidden Power, because it's hidden. If you only understood that you have the power in you, you're the opportunity. I can't doesn't exist. It's only I can, and I will, and I already am. That's why they say, I am that I am. I am great. I am happy. I am healthy. I am wealthy. At Proctor Gallagher Institute, we work on HHW, happy, healthy, wealthy. I do the research. I write the books. That's what I do. Everyone thinks, oh, well, you know, you must not have a job. If you only knew my job, if you only knew the extensive hours of research, of YouTube videos, of writing material in this notebook. I have notebooks all over the place. But it's about growing. See, your spirit is for expansion and fuller expression. And in this book, The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles, he says that you want to grow. It's for expansion and fuller expression, never for hard times. So how could you do it if you're broke? So I believe that the Bible might have been misinterpreted by I don't know who, but I truly believe that the rich will enter the kingdom of heaven. But it's not the rich, it's not the physical. Napoleon Hill and most of the authors that talk about this stuff, about you become what you think about, they never really mention money. They mention you. They mention your self-image, how to be more alive, how to get a big bite out of life. And that's what Wallace Wattles did. That's what Napoleon Hill did. That's what Bob Proctor did. And that's what I'm telling you right now. It's about expansion and fuller expression. How can you have a good life? How can you do that if you're broke? Control the polarity, control your magnetization, control what you're crystallizing, what you're accepting. And it's a belief system. You cannot let other people's belief system control you. You're in control of the car, not anyone else. If you're on the passenger side, I would recommend, highly recommend, you jump out of that vehicle and start getting on the driver's side and take control of your life, because you're going to get this. And if you don't get this here, you're going to get it from the TV, and the TV is not definitely not going to serve you. I don't watch TV. So you have to understand that it starts with you shaping an image of who you are, not who they told you you are. When I'm sitting with Bob Proctor, he says, Ross Garcia, you're not Ross Garcia. And my name in Spanish is Rosendo. And in the bank, I work for JP Morgan Chase Bank. They said, look, your name's a little bit kind of complicated, you know, Rosendo, it's a Spanish name. Let's just call you Ross. Take the endo out, just Ross Garcia, Ross Garcia. I said, okay, well, you know, my name's Ross Garcia, fine. So change your self-image, because at your core, you're not your name, you're a spirit. And you are for expansion and fuller expression, never for hard times. So it's your right to have everything you want. You deserve everything you want. Don't feel guilty because you're out maybe having a nice steak and everyone is going broke, because that is your perception. There's people making millions of dollars in a down economy. There's people making millions of dollars in a good economy. It's what you believe. That's why William James, the father of psychology, because basically you have to hypnotize yourself to the fact that you become what you think about, that you already are wealthy in your core. If you've never had a past or a future, you've been here this whole time. You're a spirit. Spirit was never created and never destroyed. It was always here. Has no time. That's why Genevieve Behrend, another author, she says that you're the center of divine operation. She was mentored by Thomas Troward. Genevieve Behrend, she wrote a book called Your Invisible Power. She says, you're the center. Too many people out here in the world are looking at the stars saying, well, where can I find the center? I'm trying to find the center of the universe. Let's keep searching. Let's keep searching. Stop searching. Go inside. Like my mentor, Bob Proctor, says, you can't paint the kitchen by painting the outside of the house. You have to start with the kitchen. You have to start with you. Let's see how many people are on the call. We got 32 people on the call. And I'm feeling happy, great, wealthy. Hell yeah, feeling wealthy, feeling great. Bought my new Ray-Bans right here. Chromance, if you want to know where I got them. Ray Sunglass Hut, Chromance. And I'm out here in Spain. Look at the palm trees. I'm enjoying life, guys. I don't understand what's going on out here with the coronavirus. I'm not going to participate. I'm going to suggest that I'm so happy and grateful now that that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. And anything you think about, anything that you're auto-suggesting, guaranteed will be served to you on a silver platter. It will be served to you. And that's how this stuff works. And I'm grateful because I took the time, I did the research to understand so I could explain it. I remember listening to Napoleon Hill rare audio recordings, and I'm like, I just want to give a presentation just like Napoleon Hill. And out there, there's people that want to be just like you. That's why you have an online business. You think it happened by luck or by chance? There is no chance or luck, guys. That's how this stuff works. It works with your thoughts. And just to quote James Allen, he wrote a book called As a Man Thinketh. He says, mind is the master power that molds and makes, and man is mind. And evermore he takes the tools of thought, shaping what he wills, brings 1,000 joys or 1,000 ills. He thinks in secret, and it comes to pass. His environment is but his looking glass. Your environment is but your looking glass. Your environment. It's like my dad would say, tell me who your 5 friends are and I'll tell you where you'll be. Well, who are my 5 friends? Let me see. Then you take a good look. You're like, wait, are they wealthy or are they broke? And if they're broke, then I would recommend for you guys to keep joining us on these calls. So, you know, control the polarities in your life. Control the black and white contrast. Control that light. Control the light. Okay, it's that easy. It's that easy. Control the negative and control the positive. And if you get a negative knocking at your door, don't worry, because there's something good in it. I remember talking to Bob Proctor about this, saying, well, what do I do if I'm in a bad relationship? Change. You know, you have to accept people It's called the law of attraction, not the law of assertion. You cannot impose your belief systems on someone else. No one could change. There's only two ways to change a paradigm: an emotional impact, I've been through that, and constant spaced repetition of this information, meaning that you always have to listen in to be a better person, to be a better version of yourself. Look, guys, when I found out how this stuff worked, I was sitting at my mom's house. I wrote down in a book that I was so happy and grateful. Now, I didn't write, I'm so happy and grateful. I wrote that I was happy because I was going to create a company, and from scratch. No one helped me. And I turned that company into a multi-million-dollar business. And how did I do that? I did that because I wrote it down. And I started believing. You have to make a big number look small. That's why Bob Proctor always carries a calculator in his suit. When he's in his suit, he always has a calculator. I don't carry one because I got my phone. But you reduce the number to ridiculous. You want to make $1 million? Okay, how many clients do you need to make $1 million? How many people do you need on your online business to make $1 million? Let's say you need 50, let's say you need 20,000 people in your online business. Okay, great. How would it feel? What's next in your life? Where are you going to be? What are you going to be doing? So you want to use your imagination, your higher faculty. Yes, we have the lower ones. You can see, smell, taste, hear, and touch, right? But you have the higher faculties, your God-given abilities, your imagination, your will, your ability to focus in on that image. Hold the image. That's what the father of psychology said, William James from Harvard. He says you can only hold on to a thought for less than 45 seconds, maybe 60 seconds at the most. So hold on to those thoughts with your will, with your concentration factor. Hold on to the image of how you would feel to have residual income, to have multiple sources of income. Hold on to the image. Control the energy, control the flow, because you're getting it all the time. It's all around you. It's who you are. So you're attracting, you're receiving, and you're letting go. Let go in harmony. Receive it in harmony. Be thankful. Have a spirit of gratitude. Send love to people that might not want to see the best in you. Just send love. You did your job, right? You sent love. You said, hey, just letting you know that I'm doing great. I hope you're doing great. I wish you the best. Keep going forward. The person would be shocked if you got into an argument with that person. To see a message from you saying, oh, just want the best for you, keep going, keep pushing forward. You don't know how that other person feels. And the reason that you might have got into an argument with that person is because they're letting that negativity go and they're dumping it on you. Now, you might know this. That other person on a subconscious level where the program is doesn't know. That's why he's dumping it on you. So that's why it's very important to understand what the subconscious mind is, because the subconscious mind is thinking when you're not thinking. Because you have about 60,000 thoughts a day. Most of those thoughts have nothing to do with your major purpose, with the things that you want, living a more fulfilled life. So the subconscious mind is thinking. It has paradigms, kind of like programs in your subconscious. And those programs might not be serving you. They might not be helping you. So I want to end the call for the people on Facebook. We're going to chat a little bit more. I want to thank everyone on Facebook for their time, and join us on our Zoom calls and on our YouTube channel, Wealth Mindset Group. Thank you, guys. So going back again, because we're going to run out of time pretty soon. And like I said, control what you're receiving, because you're a magnet. You're receiving information. You're receiving information from this energy that's coming inside of you, and you're also letting it go. You're building pictures of success in your mind. Success might not be here for you right now. It might not be, but it's okay because it's already done. What does that mean? That means that if you stick to your way of thinking, if you stick to a thing long enough, you're going to have a breakthrough moment. Okay? You're going to have a breakthrough moment. And this is about building your level of awareness, because your awareness might be down here. And that's where the frequency is. And that's what brought you the car, the certain bank account, the amount of money you make. That's what brought you this. You want to be up here. You want to do a quantum leap. How can you do it? That's what everyone wants to know. That's what I paid thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars to understand. I couldn't even afford a nice suit. How am I going to pay Bob Proctor's office? How did I become a certified consultant? I paid the price. There's a price that you have to pay. It's not as easy as writing it down. That's what people don't tell you. You see, on back of my gold card, in the back of my gold card, because I don't have cash in my wallet. And now with cryptocurrencies, I definitely don't have cash. But behind your gold card, you want to write down what you're willing to give for what you want. So you write it, and on the back, you put what you're willing to give. Napoleon Hill always said, there's never something for nothing. You have to give something to get something. It's a river. You give, and sometimes the persons that you're helping, the people you're helping, they might not help you, but somebody's going to come. You do not worry about what you're doing for other people, because everything you're doing for other people, it doesn't matter if they say no to you. It doesn't matter if they think you're crazy, but everything you're doing, there's someone else coming in, and someone will appreciate the work that you're doing. It's the law of sowing and reaping. Everything you're doing. So magnetize that energy, crystallize it with your vision, with your imagination, hold it with your will, create beautiful pictures of abundance, because there's abundance everywhere. Don't worry about the present results up to this point. Just act as if. Create a fantasy, grab a pen, write down on a blank card, on a blank gold card, create one, grab an index card, write it down. Write down how much you want to make, and write down by what day you're going to make it. And in the back of that gold card, you write down what you're willing to give. I'm willing to help people and give my time to earn $1.75 million. That was back in 2013. So I wrote down on a gold card, that's what I was going to do, was give my time. Every weekend, I was in front of a client. Hey, how can I help you drop the interest rate on your home? How can I help you save your home? How can I help you participate in this program that the government has to help thousands of people? I helped my mom and dad. We dropped the balance down by more than half on their home. That was back in 2010. So when you tell me that it can't be done, doesn't exist. That's your belief system, is controlling your thinking. Let go of your belief system. If you've never made millions of dollars, you let go right now of everything that you believe in, of whether you deserve the good life, because I'm going to tell you right now, there is greatness in you. You are a Mona Lisa. You're a rare piece of art. And that's what Napoleon Hill, that's what Andrew Carnegie seen in Napoleon Hill. He's seen greatness in him. Napoleon Hill didn't know the word philosophy. He didn't know what Socrates was, Plato, Aristotle. He didn't know. Neither did I. But I believed everything that man was saying on YouTube, even though he was already dead. Even if I didn't have the money to pay him, I believed everything he was saying, because I almost died. I hurt someone else in the process. I crashed my car. I hurt someone else by mistake. Things happen. Luckily, he was okay. It could have been a lot worse situation. And that's when you know you need to change. When a paradigm, how do you control, how do you change a paradigm? An emotional impact and constant spaced repetition. There's only two ways to change that negative program that's not serving you. And you have positive programs too. That's why I talk controlling the polarities, positive and negative. What did James Allen say? Molds and makes. And evermore he takes the tools of thought, shaping what he wills, brings 1,000 joys or 1,000 ills. 1,000 joys or 1,000 ills. It's right in the middle, right in the middle. It's coming to you. And you're painting pictures of positive or negative. You're molding and making. 60,000 thoughts you're molding and making. And the more you let go of the negative and you just entertain the positive thoughts, positive, 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 of who you are, you change who they told you you were, who you told yourself. You make a big number look small. You create a system to how to get there. You don't have to be precise. Have a plan. It doesn't have to be precise. That's the beautiful part about it. Take action. Like they say, it's 95% mindset, 5% strategy. Okay, great. Let's do 65% mindset. Let's just do 90% mindset, 90% strategy. Go out there and crush it. Don't let people hold you back. Don't let the no's bring you down. Remember, it's done. Just give the effort. Keep pushing. Ask and you shall receive. Ask, write it down. That's the first process. Taking the energy and molding and making. Take the energy, mold and make with the pen. You're writing your life as an artist. You're creating the life that you want. You're going to create the life that you want with your thoughts, with the energy. That's always been here. And it's so powerful. It's like a laser beam. It's like Star Wars, the Return of the Jedi. You could slice butter. You could slice concrete. You could slice iron. You could slice diamonds. You could slice titanium, platinum, gold, silver. You could slice it with your thought. When you focus in on the thought, when you focus in on how exactly, what kind of car, what kind of house, where you're going to be shopping, how big is your bank account, where are you going to travel to? I'm not from Europe, but I'm in Spain. At the airport, when I was in the UK, they said, you can't go to Spain. They're not accepting Americans. So what did I do? I didn't fly. I rented a car and I drove down here. Nothing's going to stop me. I can't doesn't exist, okay? I can't does not exist for me. It's only I can, and I will, and I did. Because everything there ever is, and ever was, and ever will be is 100% evenly present in all places at all times. 100%. Everything there ever was, ever will be, is 100% evenly present. You might not see it, but it's there. Tune into it. Like my mentor, Bob Proctor, said, you want to be wealthy? You want to make millions of dollars, Ross? Tune into it. It's going to be delivered right on schedule. And I'm not going to lie. There's times where I have doubt about this information. And I go, what's funny is I should go to my book, right? I go to Wallace Wattles, The Science of Getting Rich. And before we end the call, let me just share this with you. He says, page 35, okay? Depending on what book you get, but The Science of Getting Rich, and this is a special introduction by Bob Proctor. He actually, talked a little bit about his journey in this book, The Science of Getting Rich. And if you need help getting a copy of this one, let me know, and I'll help you get a copy of it. So live by this absolute truth. There is a thinking stuff from which all things are made, and which in its original state permeates, penetrates, and fills the interspaces of the universe. A thought in this substance produces the thing that is imagined by the thought. You can form things in your thought, and by impressing your thought upon formless substance, can cause the thing you think about to be created. Excuse me for that. Powerful, powerful stuff. You guys might not know this, but my body is straight beat because I've been at the gym all week with a friend that he's actually a training instructor out here in Marbella, Spain. And this guy is like kicking my butt. So, you know, keep track of your time. Focus on the image. Impress the subconscious mind with your image. And there will be a day that you have it. Don't give up, because you know what? You already have it. You already have it. So I want to thank you guys for your time. And tomorrow we're going to be talking about chapter 2 and controlling the polarities. And if you guys have just joined right now, you can watch the video on YouTube. I want to thank you guys for your time. I'm not sure if Ruda's going to jump back on here, if she's still on the call.
Yes, I am. Yes.
Okay. All right. So you could take it
Okay,
away.
thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ross. What a powerful, powerful information. Absolutely mind-blowing. And can we just drop some fire emojis or 777 in the chat box just to say thank you to this amazing, amazing individual who is part of our team, and he's dropping some golden nuggets every single day. We have these sessions usually Monday to Friday, 11:30. So make sure you are on this call. And as Ross said, you know, everything is in your mind. You can have and you can achieve anything you want. Just stop thinking about negativity. Don't have negative thoughts. Why everyone is saying, all these top leaders in our company, write it down on a piece of paper. Have your goal. Think about the future. Don't think about what you don't want. Monitor your thoughts. Of course, it's not going to be like overnight. It's not going to be like in a few weeks. It will take you maybe a few months to change the way you think, you know, from negativity, change to positive thinking. It took me maybe over a year. It took me over a year to understand, you know, how I need to think. So I do not participate in negative conversations. I do not be around negative people. So think who you spend your time with. Think who do you listen to. Think what kind of thoughts you have every single day. If you notice you have some negativity, negative thoughts, you know, change it. Listen to personal development, you know, cuddle somebody or go outside for a run. Just change the way you think straight away and move on to the positive mindset, positive thinking. And when you can control these things, you know, think at every single situation that it happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason in your life. So think about things that not going your way as lessons. Don't think about that it's a failure, it's a problem. Watch your language, ladies and gentlemen. What do you say? What kind of words you are using? That is very important. Okay, so this is it for today. Thank you everyone for jumping on this call. Tomorrow I'll see you again, every single one of you. Invite more people on this call. If you know somebody who would benefit from these kind of calls, please send them the link, invite them on the calls, and let's make an impact. Let's make a difference in this world. Okay, thank you so much. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Have a good one, guys. Enjoy your day. Bye. And thank you, Ruda, for everything. And before we leave, I'm going to drop some fire emojis for Ruda.
Oh, thank you so much, Ross. Thank you.
And let me drop some fire emojis. There they are. There are the fire emojis. All right, guys. Thank you, Ruda. And we'll see each other tomorrow. We'll see everyone on the call tomorrow. Remember, stay positive out there and believe. Have a good one, guys. Peace out.